Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. XRP demand skyrockets with over 1 million trades per minute globally, guys. Here is what is happening now. I mean, since we got the XRP verdict, we've got more institutions excited to utilize XRP. And guys, we're seeing it actually over the XRP ledger. So this article, courtesy of Peter Vass here on Twitter, let me read you guys this. XRP has witnessed a surge in demand following the favorable ruling of the SEC case, and it's recording over 1 million trades per minute globally. As I talked a little bit this morning, we have seen XRP maintain this level here. It is still kind of trending within that 72.5 to 94.5 range, albeit at the lower end. But this is essentially the resistance we are going to have to break through in order to see that trend continue to move. So from a technical standpoint, that's what we're looking at. From a real world activity standpoint, I guess, we can say the crypto market is abuzz with excitement as XRP experiences an unprecedented surge in demand and social activity following the favorable ruling. So over 1 million trades per minute, prominent figures in the crypto space such as Nick, an entrepreneur and self-proclaimed crypto crusader, have quickly recognized this immense growth. And so Nick posted this, 1 million trades per minute. Demand for XRP is absolutely crazy right now and will only continue to grow. Trading volumes for the last 24 hours have been wild. And Lunar Crush even recognized this with their social engagement indicator. They say that the XRP social engagement have flipped Ethereum and we're slightly behind Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's still the king currency. Nevertheless, we are seeing XRP really just kind of fly here. And so here is the tweet originally from Nick. The world is watching XRP. Everyone disappointed in the recent price action simply won't make it. This is just the beginning. So if you are one of those people who are still kind of upset that XRP didn't pump to 589 overnight, well, maybe you're just going to have to wait a little longer. I know I'm still very, very excited. I'm loving that XRP is still maintaining support. I'm loving that, we are at a higher level than we were before the lawsuit, and we are maintaining that level, guys. These are all positive things. And so Mike Manfield here posting the Fiat leak link here. Okay, the volume is going to the USA. So critical because the USA was the region in question. Here it is, guys. So we got XRP right now, as of the time of this recording, trading at about 74.4. And as you guys can see, as this is loading, you can see USD, and you can see that XRP flowing right to the United States of America. And as this loads up, we're probably going to see more currencies start to rev up. Like we got the South Korean won starting to rev up, and I'm sure the euro is going to rev up soon too. Okay, some other currencies loading up. So guys, this is essentially just a real-time gauge of where we're seeing the volume. And of course, XRP in the US, we're starting to hear of more exchanges wanting to start to relist XRP. So, people are getting excited. We're seeing that price maintain. And I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested in the Fiat link, fiatleak.com/XRP link. I'll link this. Mike Manfield's tweet, obviously, in the description of the video, and I will link fiatleak.com/XRP for you guys as well. Leonidas also noticing on June the 13th, XRP's volume spiked to 10.4 billion. So is that a lot? It seems like a big number, but historically, this was XRP's 76th largest daily trading volume recorded by CoinMarketCap. So what does that mean, guys? We ain't seen nothing yet, according to Leonidas. And if you guys have been here for a while, you probably do remember what we did see back in April. That was one of the biggest, I think, Leonidas said that was one of the biggest days that we saw for XRP. It was one of these days here, April 6th, 2021. So April 6th would bring us, boom, it was this day here. Okay, in and around here, this initial pump, that's when we saw the largest trading volume. So we're only seeing the 76th largest daily trading volume for XRP. We ain't seen nothing yet, guys. There is still a lot of FOMO building up, but it's great to hear, even from the news this morning. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. The fact that, Stuart Alvarado has now confirmed more American banks are going to jump on board running on RippleNet. This in conjunction with all the other global banks that are running on RippleNet, guys. Brand new news here from Matthew Liny on Twitter. Reserve Bank of India and the Central Bank of the UAE have signed 2 memoranda of understanding promoting the use of local currencies for domestic payments. Now, check this out. The Reserve Bank of India and the Central Bank of UAE have signed the two memorandum of understanding promoting the use of local currencies. The signing took place when Narendra Modi visited the UAE with Prime Minister Modi and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, president of the UAE, being present during the exchanges. The MOU on establishing a framework for using local currencies is to promote using the Indian rupee and the UAE dirham for cross-border transactions by putting a place of local currency settlement system, or LCSS, which includes the Indian rupee and the UAE dirham. The agreement covers all current accounts, transactions, and permitted capital account transactions. So two countries where we know there is a lot of XRP utility, a lot of RippleNet connections there. Matt here saying, I don't know if Ripple is involved with this or not, but considering we know the history of India and the UAE specifically, it's important to acknowledge that these two countries, or this bilateral relationship, could in fact be utilizing that technology, the XRP cryptocurrency, for this particular relationship and maybe much more down the road. And on the heels of that, all right, Susan Anthony sent me this from Subjective Views here on Twitter. Breaking news: India and the USA joint press statement, okay? Harnessing opportunities presented by crypto assets and digital public infrastructure for financial inclusion. Listen to this.
Today, our discussions highlight the commitment of India and the United States to actively further the G20 agenda, and these include addressing critical global issues such as strengthening the multilateral development banks and taking coordinated climate action, facilitating consensus to intractable issues associated with rising indebtedness of low and middle income countries, and harnessing opportunities presented by crypto assets and digital public infrastructure for financial inclusion.
So boom goes the dynamite. India utilizing cryptocurrencies for critical infrastructure for financial inclusion. Not only are they mentioning this at a G20 meeting, they're also partnering up with the UAE for that particular purpose too. So wanted to thank Susan Anthony, Subjective Views here on Twitter, and Matthew LANY, all for sending me this information. Great info here, guys. Another one from Matt. FedNow is consolidating networks and adding P2P. Okay, the most interesting thing about this article is highlighted below. I wonder if the intricacies involve XRP or other cryptocurrencies. Now, he does link the article in the description, and I will link this in the description for you guys if you're interested in reading the full thing. The thing I wanted to mention, though, a regional Fed official sees FedNow consolidating networks and adding P2P, so peer-to-peer payments here for FedNow, which is launching in 3 days. Check this out, guys. The public needs to be confident that the system will be available whenever the customer needs it, efficient at routing and settling payments, resilient against cyber attacks and fraudulent actors, and reliable without the public having to know the intricacies of the infrastructure behind it. The intricacies of the infrastructure, and Matt, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have picked up on this. I wonder if the intricacies involve XRP or other cryptocurrencies for that matter, right? The blockchain technology, utilizing a coin to leverage liquidity. I don't know. I mean, on the record, they have said, not even FedNow. Brad Garlinghouse has said that for domestic payments, you don't really need a cryptocurrency like XRP because you don't have to source for that liquidity. You're going from currency A to currency A in a transaction that doesn't need liquidity. It's when you go from currency A to currency B or currency C or D or E. It's when you're switching up the currency. That's when you're really going to need XRP. And so an interesting point. I mean, I guess just thinking about this a little more, we talk about domestic currency being USD, but the fact of the matter is, we've heard from many different people that even Americans might start using something other than USD moving forward. I mean, we're already hearing about Congress utilizing cryptocurrencies to facilitate payments in certain states as legal tender in those states. So, now we kind of have to look at the entire landscape a little differently. Before, we thought domestic payments USD to USD, you wouldn't need XRP. But once we move further into the future, we might start seeing people utilizing other fiat currencies, but not only that, other things like cryptocurrencies and maybe other things of value, like maybe they want to sell off a portion of their house or a real estate investment property that they have, and they want to pay as a sliver of land, as a sliver of a portion of that real estate. You can pay with anything over the XRPL. So then you would definitely need the XRP for those transactions. So I mean, it might come to a point where even domestic payments will utilize XRP. And I guess maybe this is why, considering, all those other different types of payments are now available, all those other types of currencies are going to be available moving forward. Maybe this is why FedNow is consolidating networks and adding P2P. And not only that, the intricacies involved for the back end will need to leverage XRP at that point in time. So just a point that I thought I'd bring to you. Nevertheless, all great news regardless. I do wonder if that's going to be related or not. So again, wanted to thank Matt just for posting that. And another truth nugget here, posted by Mr. Man. In some circumstances, Ripple had invested upwards of 9 digits. This company is making moves. Now, guys, this was an interview done with a Ripple employee from the Money 30 event. Now, I think this was taken from a few years ago, so it's not recent. It is a few years old. But even then, listen to what he says. One of the biggest points, though, from this that I think, maybe many who listened to this clip kind of missed is something I'm going to highlight next, guys. First, let's listen to the clip.
Set out and we started, in essence, doing investments and strategic partnerships with a bunch of companies in the space. So over the course of a year or so, we probably invested in over 20 companies. Mm-hmm. We've committed over $500 million in capital to a variety of different companies.
And how do you determine what's a good fit? What are the kind of sizes of investments you're making? And is that going to change over time?
So we've written checks that range from small 6-digit checks to 9-digit checks. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it, actually, to be honest, we've been trying to really sort out. We spent the first year really just trying to get a lay of the land, trying to understand how can we work well with these companies, what's going on out there. And so some of our investing was very specifically on companies that are directly using XRP. Some of it was also just investing in amazing teams that are working in interesting areas that we find fascinating and teams that we want to be able to work with in the future. And so that was kind of the process leading up into about a month ago. A month ago, we announced a project that we started working on at the beginning of the year. And one of the things that we learned as we were meeting and investing in companies and doing partnerships is that while we believe that cryptocurrency and blockchain, and in particular XRP, are really powerful in terms of impacting the way money moves, they're really hard to build on. And so if you're a developer, well, you are a developer in the crypto space, so you know how hard it is to build on cryptocurrency. It's really hard to build with these technologies. In fact, even if you're a user, they're actually hard to use. My parents, when I joined Ripple, they probably spent a month pinging me every day saying like, hey, I want to buy XRP. I'm stuck in this wallet. I don't know how to do it. It's taking me days and days to get my credit card through. And they just want to buy it and hold it.
Yep.
And so what we set out to do is really make it much, much easier for developers to actually build on cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And so we announced a couple of weeks ago, really the next evolution of Spring, and that's as a developer.
So developing on the XRPL, the next evolution of Spring, yada, yada, yada. But this Ripple employee let the cat out of the bag. His parents buying XRP, clearly seeing the value in it. And, if your son is working for a company, has probably explained to you what XRP is going to be utilized for and is not stopping you from buying XRP. Clearly, guys, clearly, this employee sees that XRP has value, realizes it is going to go up in the future. So, this whole theory that XRP is going to stay at a low price, that is hogwash. There is so much to suggest that XRP is going to rally and that XRP is going to command a high price down the road. I mean, if you're encouraging your parents to be buying XRP, do you really think it's the kind of investment that's going to stay at 73.5 cents forever for the long term? No. XRP needs to be a high enough price to really facilitate the applications that it is supposed to facilitate, guys. In the fiat leak, we are now seeing more XRP moving to the United States. So this is all very, very positive news. And as Leonidas says, we ain't seen nothing yet, guys. 73 cents is just the beginning. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.